All right, I don't do a lot of videos of the projects while they're still in project state, but this one I decided to kind of put a before and after up and just kind of show off what I've been doing. Um, I don't have any 440 old-time locomotives, and I picked this project up in a warehouse sale. Now, it's supposed to be a 460 old-timer locomotive, but it had the casting on top and the tender, but the wheel block was missing. So this has sat around in the basement for about a year looking for some kind of wheel block to work in it, and I kept striking out. So I decided to get creative over summer and I kind of thought I'd share a little bit. So my cow catcher is connected by this little brass flap that I made to get it down to where it needs to be. Eventually, it'll have a handrail that connects to give it some stability because right now it's still a little bit wobbly. My front truck is actually part of a Lionel Hiawatha. I had a couple of spares laying around. And originally, this set right between the two wheels. But when you did that, the wheels tucked way back to my drive wheels. So I actually cut it, welded it, and then I'm working on the body working to get it all done. But it moved the wheels forward, and they were the right length between the wheels and the right profile underneath. I have all of the little trim pieces that are going to go on top. We're just not there yet. And I decided I wanted a 440 and not a 460. So this was part of a Lionel duplex 440 chassis that I found. Sorry, not Lionel, MTH duplex 440 chassis. And I decided to get creative with it. So I liked the size of the diameter of the big wheels, but I had to do some removal of some of the stuff that MTH had underneath here for a 460 just to give me the clearance around the wheels. And eventually all of this will be done in black and you won't be able to see some of my little grind cut marks. The top comes off right now. And what we get is this little Frankenstein 440 that we've put together. This is a DC motor that I modified so that we could put this little wishbone coupler on it. Ran the smallest little dog bone I had into what used to be the old MTH drive block. This used to be the back of the front half of the duplex. So these are my front two duplex drive wheels, and there would have been two more wheels up here behind. So front half the frame that I turned around because I have room in the boiler section for this motor, but not a big wide motor. And I had room under the cab for this little gearbox. So right now I cut this little wooden spacer just to give me some way to mount it. Eventually I'll have some screws that run all the way through. And then I've got right now my little bridge rectifier tucked in underneath everything. And it all fits nice and neat under the MTH casting. I've got a little lead for a headlight. We're not there yet. Like I said, eventually all of this will get painted up and cleaned up. I have the tender. I don't have wheels yet. We're working on that. Those are available, as just MTH trucks. It just has to have a long hook on the back, like it would have had originally. So in project right now, it does run. Kind of a really cool little locomotive, and I will have my 440 when everything is all finished up and done.